Good morning, and good evening to those of you in different places in the world. My name is Matt in a Hat, and today you can see me! Yay! um, I am here, hello, and I have my hat because that is the brand. And I am here with my friends, both in Australia and overseas, and we are going to be continuing our live play, our blind play, I guess, of the beginner box for Pathfinder Second Edition. We started this last week, and we had a wonderful cast of characters, and we're going to have everybody back today. And I'm excited to see what sort of things will develop as we delve deeper under the city of Otari and discover just what is hidden in the depths of the caverns. So let's go around our cast here and introduce everybody and where we might find you. So let us know who you are and what you do and where we can find you on social media. Let's start with DM next.
Find me at Twitch and via there other places. Because it's just easier to reference one location, and that's where everyone's seeing us. They can just go to Demonix on Twitch and has everything linked there.
Oh, look, we have a follow of the channel. Thank you, Shaunatron9000 for the follow.
Yay! +1.
That's my boy.
Awesome. Welcome, boy. But yeah, I've been doing some fun things. Lady and I had some fun with Dark Tide last night. It was a crazy ride. I'll let her tell you more about that. And then we have our Cyberpunk game has been crazy. And that's about to wrap up with chapter 1. And yeah, that's most of what's been going on with me.
Perfect. Good to have you with us. We'll go over to the Lady Vengeance.
Hello, I am the Lady Vengeance. If you can't tell by my accent, I am the other Australian in this particular stream. I can be found at Twitch and at Kick. Same username on both, the Lady Vengeance, or one word. There are links to other things like my Discord and my TikTok, all listed on the Twitch. So you can find me there. As DM mentioned, we do Dark Tide on a Tuesday. I'm not sure. Are you going back to your psycho on a permanent basis now, or are we still running Ogrins most of the time?
Uh, whatever madness we decide on the day we do it.
Well, whatever madness it is, it's still madness. It is a lot of fun. We do have a
Precisely.
lot of fun with the characters. Occasionally, we do get joined by a couple of other people who come in and do some of that too. What else do? I paint 40k miniatures. At the moment, I'm working on an orc army for a friend.
The wall.
Yes, lots of orcs, lots of
Wog.
lots of work. And what else do I do? Borderlands and Last Epoch with Matt on occasion. That has been put off this week, unfortunately, but we should, as long as all things line up, we should be back at that next week on Fridays and Saturdays, or Thursdays and Fridays for those of you on the other side of the world.
Indeed.
What else do I do? I think that's pretty much it. Occasionally, I dabble in a little bit with Diablo on the rare occasion,
Yep.
usually an unscheduled one. So
Very
it is
good.
best to follow me to find out when I'm actually on.
Yes, and we'll be giving those that stream little shout outs here. So there's that one for DM next, and Vengeance. That one for Lady Vengeance. We'll go over now to Table Knights.
I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the one who wanders the streets. I am the American Debt Collector Society.
Dum dum dum.
Hi, everybody. I'm Aaron Just Bryan from Table Knights Entertainment, aka Gedwin. And I'm the guy who plays Val in this story of wonder and woe. I do many of the things. I make games. I play games. I make silly voices. And I have genuine kind of conversations with people over the internet in the hopes that someone feels like another human cares and they don't feel lost in the darkness.
Awesome. Well, it's nice to have you with us. And last but not least, I'm not sure if she's actually right there and available, but we will say hello to Lady DM Nix, DM Nix's lovely wife.
She is currently out of the room finishing something up.
That is fine.
But it should be coming when she can.
Yeah, and that is totally all right. Okay, so, but we welcome everybody to be part of the table, and we are going to be pretty much getting straight into things here. Now,
The one thing I remember is that we were having an argument about a bunch of like shark people being our friends.
okay, yep, shark people being your friends.
They're not shark people, Val. You need to study more. They are actually reptilian, lizardlings of sorts, but they're smaller.
I slap Ez. You mouth off to me again, old man. There's there's a fresh one for you. Kidding, I don't do that. That would be mean. But I wanna.
So we are gonna cross over now to our current whereabouts. I'm gonna unpause the game, and here we are in the tunnels underneath Otari. We started our adventures last week, and we actually, for a hero point, an extra hero point, who would like to surmise what happened last time, please? First person, we will go over to you.
I'm really bad at remembering things.
Seconded.
Go for it, lady.
Oh, why not? I've got to wait for this floor to load anyway. It's not coming up on my screen. Okay, so the owner of the tavern, whose name I can't remember, I'm really sorry,
You're okay.
has been having some trouble with some strange noises and some weird things happening and things being broken into. So she has thusly employed, I'm going to call us 4 vagabonds because we are just a group of random assorted people. To investigate and try to correct the problem for her. So we entered the underneath of the tavern in the mine area, and we have cleared out, I think, the first level. We almost died, or some of us almost died to rats, and then some of us
Val.
almost died to other people.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. And we came across some skeletons.
It's all coming back to me now.
Please don't hate me. But yes, we have as previously mentioned, found ourselves in a corridor after fighting the skeletons. I can't remember if I mentioned the spider. See, I can't remember this either. What was it? It was rats, and then the spider, and then the skeletons, and now we are standing in the corridor outside a room watching 4 lizard folk bash on a cage that we cannot see into.
Correct. Very good. Well, you will get a bonus hero point, and we didn't use these last time because we were just getting used to the system of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, so I'm going to introduce those to you now. The person that you met was Tamerlane Tindervale, or that you talked to. That was the owner here of the fishery and those sorts of things. And so that's who you met. But we're going to talk a little bit about hero points. Now, these are very special things, and you will find them on your character sheets under your name on your character sheet. In order to open your character sheet, you may press C or double click on your token to do so. You will see your name and you'll see hero points underneath. And because the Lady Vengeance is playing Mariziel, you will now see a second hero point on your character to reflect that you have given us the summary of what happened last time. So thank you for that. And as you go,
See that?
hmm?
It's not loading
Okay,
at
well,
all.
we
So-
will hope for the best, and
Yeah.
and we will maybe what we can
Might
do.
need to refresh.
Already tried that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there might be a thing where you have to go into Forge that you logged into last time. So that might be a thing too. So we'll see how that goes. Hero points. Hero points are special things. We can use them in a couple of times. If you fall unconscious and it looks a bit dicey for you, when you would normally increase your dying condition, you can spend a hero point. And I have a special rule, but we're not going to use the special rule. You can spend the hero point to release you from all of your dying condition, all of your wounded condition, and leave you stable and unconscious, but not dying, which is nice. You don't want to die. So you can spend a hero point to do that. The other thing that you can do with a hero point is to re-roll something, a skill check, an attack, a saving throw, that you really want to pass that you didn't pass. And what that will do is it will re-roll the dice. It doesn't guarantee you a success, but it re-rolls the dice and gives you a second chance. You can earn hero points throughout the game by doing especially, I guess, valorous things. Not valorous the character, but just just protecting people, throwing yourself into difficult situations to protect others and to save others and things like that. You can also earn them in my game, because this is the beginner box, with especially cool little cutscenes and role plays that you have between the characters. You can earn up to 3 in a session. We're not going to be just divvying them out willy-nilly, but we'll be a little bit generous today, because why not? So, guys, the game is in your hands. You are in the corridor. We're going to cross our fingers and hope that the Lady Vengeance can get in to the game with these little tweaks and reloads and things. Let us know how you're going.
I had to refresh it 3 times before it fully loaded.
Oof, okay, rough.
Yeah.
I am sorry that it took so long.
I don't know if it's their end or mine at the moment, but we will see.
All right. Well, the game is in your hands. You know that you see these kobolds to the south that are trying to gain access to a storage room that is locked. You can see that there is a little sort of barred window that's not glass but just an opening in that door that you can't really see through because it's dark in there. But yeah, they're trying to get through into a storeroom, and they haven't noticed us because they're too busy banging on that door and trying to break it open and making lots of noise doing so. There are 4 of them. There are 4 of us. The game is in your hands. Go for it, guys.
So Val looks at everybody and goes, "Okay, so I guess we're not keeping them. Fine, but if we're gonna fight them, we can at least do it smart, right? They're lizards. They they run off of baking in the sun, but they've been down here for a while, so there's got to be some source of heat for them, probably. But Ez, you've got that. God, what is that spell that you never use ever? Not even one time.
I
I'm
believe
being
that's what is
facetious.
called Your Mother. However, the one I use a lot is called Ray of Frost.
And he goes, "All right, well, yeah, you've got Ray of Frost and apparently my mother. But if we toss a flask of water over there, right, and it shatters on the floor, and then you freeze the water, they'll be stuck, they'll be cold, they'll be slow. If it comes to blows, they'll be a lot easier to take down that way."
Makes sense to me.
Out of context, is that actually something doable? Because rules as written, I didn't see anything like that.
So, okay, rules as written, no, but we're playing a role playing game, and I love it. So I'm happy for you to try. Ezrin
Okay.
believes that this is going to be difficult to do, okay, because it's not how he's studied his spells. Like he studied how to concentrate on the energy of the world and to make that a cold bolt in his hand and thrust it at something. But he's not studied, tossing water on the ground and freezing that in order to freeze other things. So it's
Well,
a
that's why I'm tossing the water.
right. But so it will
I
be
studied how to throw things real good.
it will require the creatures to make a saving throw if you do it this way, and by throwing the water, that might actually draw their attention. So you're gonna possibly have some of them acting before others can act.
I have a
Um,
question,
Sure.
knowing how things work. What if we chill it before throwing it so that when it explodes, it would freeze on impact?
that
Since you
is a
can
thing that
technically have
happens with.
you can have sub frozen water that's liquid, and as soon as it impacts or hits something, it'll actually flash freeze.
Little
Mm,
water grenade, ice
Hmm.
grenade.
sure. Yeah, you can try.
You might be able to take a frozen statue home, Val. It may not be technically alive, but at least you'd be able to take it home.
I'll just thaw him out. He'll be fine.
So what I'm gonna have you do, DM Nix, and Ezrin as the character. Um, I'm gonna have Ezrin make an Arcana check to
Sure.
see whether he can do something that he's not used to with his magic and channel it into the water skin in this way so that it might flash freeze when Valoros throws it.
Please work for me, Arcana.
That's a very good check. So you believe that you can do this.
Okay, I did it as the blind roll for you so that
I
we
appreciate it.
didn't suspicions.
So I hand as I put my healing potion in my water skin, and I put my water skin in my healing potions flask. And I hand him the flask so that it's glass, so that it breaks when I toss it.
All right, makes enough sense for me.
And I will channel the cold as best I can on this
All right.
glass vial
Mm-hmm.
and allow our friend Valeros to give it a good hurl.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is we're going to get one of these. Let me check that it's the right one. It is. And we're going to give this to Valeros. So Valeros, uh, in your weapons, you will now have a frost vial.
Oh my god, did we just craft something? Dab, 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 dab. That's
Sure.
amazing.
This isn't how the game normally works, but that's okay. We're gonna do something creative, and that's what we're here to do, right? We're here to roleplay. We're here to see what we can manage. So, Valeros, you now have that in your actions. As you can draw that frost vial, and you can attempt to throw it at one of these creatures. Remember that you have a target thing, which is on the left-hand side, which is the circles that looks like a target.
I can double right click.
Or you can double right-click. Correct. Good
Okay, doke.
remembering.
I am gonna eat the frost vial and tell everybody to. Well, I'm gonna tell everybody to get ready, and then I'm gonna eat the frost vial.
Good, Valeros. Be sure you hit them well.
Shut up. All right. And then I pray I hit them well, because I've been rolling like garbage for most of this. Let's go. Bop. Nope. Can I re-roll that? Is that what a hero point does? Can I use that?
You absolutely may. So you right-click on your hero points, and it will decrease them, and then you may re-roll it.
Righty. How do I re-roll?
Just roll the attack again, basically.
Got it. It's not letting me.
It's a consumable, so it may have consumed the frost vial.
Okay, let me double check it.
I can't open a sheet, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Also, it's giving me a -2 penalty for range. Really?
Yes, it's a 10-foot throw normally, so you are slightly further away. So why don't you roll just so you can just slash roll d20, and we're just gonna add the appropriate bonus.
Could I have moved my character to this point, or would that be too close?
You would need to stealth.
I will take the -2.
All
right. So
right.
just
What I
roll a
might
d20
do is just give you another one. Since
can I just press roll 1d20?
you could.
+5. That's
5 is 14. Okay.
Please.
All right. Well, I'll compare that in a second. So we're gonna get rid of these now.
Please.
So 14, right? You miss, but the frost vial does smash right next to it, and it will take splash damage.
Totally what I was aiming for.
And each one of them is going to take 1 point of splash damage from the cold. Oops. Just
Actually,
one.
a character concept I looked at for this was making a grenadier who's all about popping bombs. Mad Bomber.
All right, so
Back bombs.
each kobold has taken 1 point of damage from that frost explosion. And now you may roll initiative because they are absolutely aware of you. Let me just start that encounter. So create encounter. You can roll initiative, and I will roll for the kobolds.
Man, you know, the one thing Val can roll is fucking initiative. That way I can suck early.
Well, they say, fail early on things so you can, choose a better path. So maybe that's just how he functions.
Yeah, sure. Totally.
All right, so Valeros, because you have thrown this frost vial, you've used an action. You are first to act, but I'm going to say you've used an action. You've got 2 more actions to do.
I am
Run up and give him a
going.
hug and say, chill.
Hi,
I'm
Raven.
gonna ignore that. I'm gonna go here, kneel and raise my shield.
You're going to kneel and raise your shield.
Correct.
Okay.
I think for thematically, he's basically trying to not obstruct the ranged weapons behind his head.
Yep, I get you.
Yes, that is why I knew.
Perfect.
I figured I'd say that for the viewers, just in case any of them missed his intention.
Thank you.
Very good. Your shield is raised, sir. So Kobold Warrior is going to get an action. Let's have a look and see what this does.
If you wanted to auto-calculate your AC, if you drag Effect Ray Shield onto your character sheet, then you'll have that effect on your character, and it'll boost your AC by the 2. So it won't have to be manually calculated.
So 1, 2.
I raised it. It didn't raise my.
Yeah, it has to trigger the effect, which is there in chat. You see it says Effect Ray Shield.
Oh.
Yeah, see now it shows that little shield on your icon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Valeros. This little kobold comes up to you. How dare you! Thrusts its spear at you, and you easily.
He starts speaking in common, and I'm just like, wait, you said he couldn't talk!
No, I said he wasn't talking.
Then I choose to believe the other thing.
Oh, of course you do.
All right, he feebly tries to attack you.
I just imagine I'm holding him like with my hand. I'm like, no, buddy, I'm sorry. Listen, chill.
All right, and with that, we go to Ezran.
Oh, you said chill then. Okay. Frostbolt.
I just want a little lizard buddy.
Oof. Which one are you? This one.
He's targeted. There's the front one there.
Front one. All right. Well, this frostbolt will be very accurate. And will slam into that kobold. and deal damage
And
and kill that kobold.
No.
Out of the way.
So, Ezrin, what does this look like as your frostbolt catapults across the room?
It's just a nice, like, almost looks like an icicle flying, and it shatters as it hits, and maybe turns him into a meat popsicle.
Excellent.
And then we can call him Dallas.
Perfect. All right, and you're moving back? All right, Kyra is up next.
Please just brutally maim them. Don't kill them.
Well, since she didn't have it selected as drawn, let's go ahead and draw the crossbow and use that.
All right. Okay. The bolt fires past a couple of Kyra's companions, and being that Kyra's being especially careful not to hit either of them, the bolt just collides with the wall instead of accurately hitting one of the kobolds.
I don't see if it allows you to fire again or not.
With a crossbow, it has the loading one property, which means that you need to spend an action to reload it before you can fire it again.
Okay. Well, then I guess she will do that.
Okay, so spends an action to reload the crossbow. And we go to the next person, Mariziel. A bolt comes flying past past you, but not a risk of hitting you, but hits the wall instead of one of the creatures. It is your turn. There are 3 of them left. What would you like to do?
I'm pretty sure I'm a good 35 feet from the closest that I can
Correct.
actually target. So
Correct.
Mauricio is going to move up and not stand in front of Val, but of course try to sneak in this way into the corner, which I'm
Mm-hmm.
hoping is going to give me a bit. There we go, 15. That's good. And so she is going to. I'm assuming the movement is one action and then an attack would be a second.
That is correct.
Okay. So she is going to target the closest one here on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to throw her dagger
All right.
in the hopes of hitting it.
You do hit it.
Ooh, nice.
You may roll damage. It's 2 damage. Okay, so it takes that 2 damage, and the dagger sticks firmly into its body, and it looks very sad.
It's very sad. Okay, so what have I got? One action left, but I don't have anything ranged. So if I wanted to move up and make an attack with the short sword,
Mm.
is that 1 or 2?
It's 2 actions, so it'd be 1 action to stride, so that would finish your turn,
Okay.
and then an attack. Yeah.
Okay. I might just bring myself, if I'm going to end up stuck, I might actually move over this way. Get
Alrighty.
myself get myself out of the line of everyone coming down the path.
Fair and reasonable. Alright, and with that, Kobold Warrior next will move up to here, and we'll try to stab Mariziel with its spear.
Not Miri.
Strike. Roll. Does not hit here, and we'll try a second time. And it misses
Where did
again.
they go?
Into the darkness.
She went outside our sight range.
But why?
Then the next one will move up.
Hide from you, maybe.
I'm going to just quickly move this corpse to there. Just to make it easier for me to figure things out. This one's going to target Val. And we'll try to hit you with its spear. Misses and tries a second time. Also misses. And the final one will come up and flank Mariziel, targeting her. And we'll make a strike. This is a hit and does 7 damage because it is sneak attack because you are flat-footed. So 7 damage to you.
Yeah, there's half my.
And a
points
second attack
gone.
will hit. Uh-oh. So another 3 points of damage there. As you realize that getting surrounded, having them on either side of you makes you especially vulnerable to their attacks. So you'll need to press the damage on that 7 and press the damage on that 3.
Did we learn nothing from the undead fight?
Nope.
Tactics!
I learned nothing.
Valoros.
Stick your fingers in your party members and try to heal them.
Yes. It's a good lesson.
Encounter. That was spider encounter, not
Oh, it was too.
undead.
All right.
Still learned nothing.
Valoros, you have a kobold right in front of you. Some of them have slinked off into the darkness, but you hear Mariziel yelping in pain and can figure out that they are not so far from you as you might expect.
I look at the kobold and I'm like, I'm sorry, buddy. And I'm just gonna give him a big old schmack.
Ooh, that's a critical hit on that one. Oh, you remove that one from the initiative.
I just go up behind him like, only dreams now, no memes.
And again, I'm just moving it for convenience sake so that we can see things clearly. So you move as a second action?
Correct. And then I'm gonna hit this one.
Which is now flat-footed and flanked because Mariziel is on the other side.
Nope.
Unfortunately, on your second attack, it sort of ducks underneath your blow and manages to evade it. So that's all your actions, Valeros. Very well done. Ezrin.
Trying to measure distance.
I think your line of sight's a little wonked.
Oh, it's yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would put me on top. So I'm going to have to move twice, I think, to get in range.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I move diagonal through there or not?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. It's iffy with the wall there. That's why I wasn't sure.
can squeeze through. It's all right.
Then I'm gonna tell this one. As Val said, freeze! Oh, wait, no. Chill out! Sorry, I get confused.
You definitely hit it with that attack. And 7 damage. I'm guessing that was the nearest one.
Yes.
Okay, well, 7. So you will kill it with that.
Just for you, Val.
The ice smashes into another kobold warrior. There is only one of these left. You've moved and spelled, so that is your turn. It's Kyra's turn.
Trying to decide what would be the best option here.
I would imagine healing.
That's what I'm thinking. Only got one more of them, though, for today.
We've made a fair amount of progress.
All right.
Well, don't waste it just yet. Don't use it just yet.
Okay. Then. Oh, she can't do raise shield because she'd have to switch back.
Yeah, she's wielding the crossbow in 2 hands.
Okay, then what we'll do is have her move here instead and take one shot with the crossbow so she can do something.
Sounds good.
That way we can try to kill it for Valoros. We would hate for him to not have that result. Apparently not.
Unfortunately, the bolt very narrowly misses. It's almost a hit. It sails just past the kobold, ducks at the last second, and dodges the attack. So Mariziel, you see this happen. There is only one of them left. You are feeling particularly hurt at the moment. What would
Just
you
a
like to
bit.
do?
Well, I mean, given that I really can't do much except for move, and they would most likely move after me, Mariziel is going to take her beautiful shiny short sword
Yep.
and try to make at least an effective jab. Last ditch measure.
That is a hit. Alright, it does the damage. You see that this kobold warrior is on death's door, but not quite fully destroyed.
Now's your time to taunt him, Val. Maybe he'll submit to you. You know they say you have to weaken them before you catch them, right?
Oh, you're right. Where's my pocket ball?
The one that has the dagger in it is dead, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. In that case, because I don't have anything else drawn at the moment, but I do have an empty hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attempt to follow up that short sword strike with a punch.
Alright. You may roll an unarmed attack. And you hit with that, and you can do damage. Another 5 points of damage. And the kobold warrior perishes as you give it an uppercut and slam it into the wall behind it, and its skull cracks against the wall and it falls down dead.
Now someone heal me.
All of the kobolds are now on the ground. Dragon playing worm, I am going well, thank you. How is your day going?
I figure Mary's the sort of person who would do something like that. If she's got a free hand, she's not afraid to brawl.
No, I think that that's probably right. But that's the way you're playing her either way, and so it's right now, whether it is normally or not. All right, so got these 4 little light creatures now on the ground. You can add 80 XP to whatever your amount is now. So you should be on 240. So this will make you at 320 XP. Nice. As you have killed those. What else have we got?
Sorry, the cats were being fussy.
That's okay.
Did we knock the last one unconscious?
No. Well, it's dead.
I knocked it so far into unconsciousness it's not getting back up.
So, in the future, if you wish to make a non-lethal attack, you can do so. You have to declare this is going to be a non-lethal attack and then make the attack. So you have to say this is going to be something that is going to do that. About to watch a movie with my grandma. That sounds good. I hope that you have a great time watching whatever movie you are watching.
Shall we do a treat injury or not?
They're all dead.
Not their injuries, you fool.
Oh, right, yeah, you are bleeding. That's
Just a bit, yeah.
Maybe they wouldn't have, almost killed you if you, stayed behind me. Just saying.
All right, then taking 10 minutes.
I don't know why it's saying Ezrin did it since I clicked it on her sheet.
That's all right.
I'll take it.
Either way, it's 14 points of healing. As you bandage the wounds, take 10 minutes to do so.
During that 10 minutes, Ezrin will go ahead and refocus since I didn't get a chance to do that last time.
Alrighty.
Yep, and once all the wounds are healed, Mariziel's going to pick up her dagger again.
Perfect, you do.
So I suppose there's only one thing left to do here, and that's figure out what's behind that door.
Yes.
How do you reckon we open it?
I believe that would be your area of expertise, would it not, Mary? I believe you have
follow that up.
tools for opening locks, I believe they're called.
Is there actually a lock on the door?
There sure is.
Okay.
So I'm going to pop up a skill check here that you can click on. This is a thievery skill check. You need to use your thieves tools. Oh, wow. That is amazing.
I just look at the door and it goes...
Yeah, no, you stick your thieves tools in. Little bit of a twiddle, and that it pops right open. And bop, there it is. So it is now able to be opened by you.
Okay. I'm going to open the door, but not actually walk into the room.
Okay, so you may do so. There you go. You've opened the door and you see a storeroom. There are a number of barrels and crates, and you see an abandoned storeroom loot box that you can look in and you can loot. You'll need to put your character next to it in order to drag from it, and you will see in there 200 silver pieces a +1 short sword, and a golden ring.
I do believe that short swords are best in Muri's hands. As for the money, should I collect it to put towards our communal wealth?
Yeah.
Might as well. As long as you know that I'll come for my share.
I did specify our communal wealth, so yes. For collateral, would you like someone else to hold the gold ring, or should I take that to sell as well?
I think the gold ring can go to whoever wants it or whoever wants to hold on to. As long as no one else has any arguments with that.
Alright, then I will drag the short sword over to Mariziel. There we go. And the storeroom has been looted. Now, for your benefit here, Lady Vengeance, with that short sword, it has a +1 rune on it, so it will be a little bit more accurate now than your short sword is. It's one point more accurate.
I was just looking at that.
Which means on your second attack, instead of a 4, it would be a 3. Essentially. So,
Okay.
having
So
your
it's,
rapier
it's
and your +1 short sword would be probably a good option for you.
yeah, yeah. No, so basically that means that if I attack with a short sword twice in a row, it goes from being a 4 to a 3 on the second.
So it's not quite that. I wouldn't describe it this way.
Don't simplify it quite that much.
What I would say is that your normal attack, your first attack, instead of being a +7, is a +8, and your second attack, instead of being a, what would that be? It would normally be a +2. It will be a +3.
Okay.
So it adds 1 to
Understated.
each attack roll. Yeah.
Cool.
I see where you were going with your
Yeah, trying to
Yeah.
figure out the numbers.
yeah. All right. So having
Nice thing
looted.
is when you equip it, it does the math for you.
Correct, yeah. It's all automatically added in. Yeah, so you have now explored this previously abandoned storeroom that was being looted by, or attempted to be looted by these kobolds, and you have dealt with them, and you are free to continue to explore through these tunnels.
Table Knights for Valeros. If you go to your effects tab on your character sheet, I believe it's effects. Yeah, the little star. You can delete that effect so it will remind you that you don't have it currently on as a little reminder to re-raise your shield.
Yeah, I got rid of it. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, so I got rid of it.
Nope, I said that. You're good. I just thought I'd mention that as a tip to help remember to do it.
All right, so Valeros is at a closed door.
No, it's open.
It's open now. So you see a short hallway. Um, the short hallway has smooth walls of worked stone with a door at either end, though the door at the far end is closed. The floor is tiled with large square stone tiles.
I look at Miri and I'm like, I smell trap.
Because of the smooth tiles, that would make sense. I suppose in that
I
I
case,
did not
I
know
don't know
trap had
why.
a smell.
I don't know why. It just smells like trap.
Let me have a look. It does kind of smell like a trap, doesn't it? Everything smells like a trap. Where am I? Not that one. That one.
So it will be a perception check, which is a seek, and it is a blind GM roll when you roll it, because you will not know what your result is. And you'll be looking into the corridor to see if you can see a trap.
That one.
Okay, so not only do you identify there is no trap there, but it looks like a very well constructed corridor, and it doesn't look to you like any trap could be devised in that corridor.
That just makes me even more suspicious.
Okay then. You can be suspicious.
There was a door at the other end, wasn't there?
Sure is.
What sort of materials is the door made out of? Is it wood, steel?
I believe they are wooden doors.
Well constructed? Like,
I
would
mean,
sound come through just naturally?
sound will come through, yes. It will be softened, but it's not going to completely drown out any sound.
Okay, so in that case, Mary is going to go for her lovely stealth and try to be as sneaky as she can.
Sure.
Do you want this as a public or a blind?
Blah, 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 blah. Stealth. I should check what it says. Just about remembering.
Because I either rolled really, really good or really, really bad. And I can't tell which.
You can't tell which.
I cannot tell which.
I think it's public. Just roll public stealth. It's fine. Okay.
Oh,
So
my own.
yeah, Mary sneezes as she prepares. There's this layer of dust that's seems to be here, and she sneezes. This is like, oh, yeah, you're not being especially stealthy.
Yeah, I think at that point, Mary's just going to go, stuff it. And she is going to slowly and carefully walk to the other end of the corridor and hope that she doesn't get hurt or hit by anything.
Okay. Very good. So you will make your way along there. Sorry, I'm just gonna move you for a second
That's okay.
because I need to. Why is that there? Okay, so that's fine. All right. So you were right, Mariziel, to be suspicious. As a falling stone falls, and it will do damage to you. 3 points of damage as this falling stone that you thought could not possibly be there falls and hits you. Fortunately for everybody else, they were not in the corridor, and they let you, the rogue, the thief, go forward and take that yourself. Now that that has happened, you believe that there is
Well done, Bean
absolutely no
Claire.
trap.
I just want to say, I told you so.
Yes, you might have smelt it, Val, but it made me sneeze, so fair's fair.
I don't understand what the analogy there is, or whatever. A
What
rock
was that
fell on
line
you.
you
don't
said
understand
as?
much of anything, do you?
Valeros, what was that line you said? Something like you smelt it, you dealt it. Does that mean you set the trap?
Yes.
I just wanted to be sure.
Now that Mariziel's standing at the door, obviously like feeling a little worse for wear because she took a rock to the noggin. Is there any sound coming from the other side of the door?
There is no sound coming from the other side of the door.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look back and go, are you guys coming? Or are we gonna stand there and look like fools?
I mean, I'm not the one who had a rock fall on them, so.
That was a small rock.
I look like a fool.
No?
No,
Okay.
it's all the same to everyone else.
So when you're ready, yep, you can open up that. Ooh. So, looking into this new chamber, the door to the chamber silently glides open as you open it, and it reveals a long room. Two stone statues of priests stand in the corners along the one side of the room, facing a towering statue of a man holding out both his hands. His palms are up. In front of this stone statue is an altar. The altar holds 9 golden coins. A voice booms out from the statue as you approach it. It says, "In my hands, I judge the value of all wealth, raising up whichever is greater. One of these coins is a deception. Find it using only 2 judgments and receive my blessing."
Is anyone else concerned that all of this shit is underneath a fucking tavern?
No, not at all.
Perfectly normal for Galarian, honestly.
I would like to inspect these coins and see if there's any distinguishing features or weight to them, given my substantial intellect.
You sound very arrogant.
All right.
He's an arrogant wizard. Of course he is.
You may make a check of some description, maybe crafting or something like that, to determine whether they are all exactly the same. Okay.
I think I want to, bash my head against this stone because apparently my brains haven't turned on yet. I need more coffee.
Yeah, you're pretty sure you see one with like a face of a minotaur, and then another one that's got like a face of a dragon, and then another one that's like a little baby lamb, and then you blink, and all of those images are just the faces of coins that don't have any distinguishing factors at all. And it's like as if you were looking up into the sky and determining what the clouds represented.
That is strange. I thought I saw your parents on these coins for a minute, Val. My eyes must be not as good as they once were.
My family is very prolific.
Um,
Did you mean pathetic, Val? I think you mean pathetic.
well, I mean,
Trying
rather
to-
not prolific as pathetic, so you know it may go hand in hand. They may be synonyms.
The
Listen,
statue
I'm not
only
looking
speaks
for
once,
a
right?
fucking.
Yeah, it speaks once, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not looking for a synonym roll, alright?
But that sounds delicious.
Doesn't it?
Job
Uh,
done.
What do I need to roll for Mariziel to, without touching any of the coins, just look at them and see if from a, not so much a monetary, but like a worth of goods perspective, see if one is worth more monetarily, perhaps.
All right. Society?
Yeah, I wasn't too sure about that one myself.
See, if it wasn't for the requirement of 2, I would say we could put the coins in the hand and have him basically divide down half. But if you only have 2 guesses,
Yeah.
you can't really do that.
Okay, so with your society check, they are all exactly the same as far as you can tell. They're identical. They seem to, even though you said you're not going to hold them, I will just tell you that they weigh exactly the same. And um, it looks to you like they're the same value as far as you can tell. But that's only because they look and weigh exactly the same, right? So
You guys are doing this the stupid way. I start picking them up and biting them.
I love your ideas. It's
How
very
much do you
cool.
take for breaking your teeth?
He's not gonna break his
Well,
teeth.
hold on. If they're gold, gold is a soft metal. It will bend.
If they're chocolate,
If they're
you get a dizzy snack.
if they're made out of some lesser metal, they won't bend.
All right. So
True.
what happens is as soon as you start to like try to bite a coin and things like that, it will, as you lift it towards your mouth, it will disappear from your hand and reappear back on the altar again. And anyone who holds it for more than like a second to try and weigh them, it will disappear and reappear on the altar.
Um, Val's just like, all right, fine. You want to do this the hard way? I go Pac-Man on them. No, I'm kidding.
And thus the game of Pac-Man was invented by Val in his younger days.
Or hung.
Waffle, waffle, waffle.
Now, if the players don't think of a solution, or if they want to move on, you can. If you want to roll for your characters to see if they can potentially think of a solution, you may do that too. Or you can try things and role play things. If you interact for long enough, I'll probably give out hero points whether you succeeded or not, because you're trying and you're coming up with cool things.
Do we see any differences on the coins?
No, they're all identical.
They are all identical. Okay. And we have 2 guesses to determine which is the greater well.
Correct. So there are 9 coins. You have 2 hands that
And
you
there's
could put them in.
absolutely nothing else on the table.
There is nothing else on the table.
You know,
Marie's
Val,
gonna
if
look
you
a bit
sat
dumb.
in one hand and the gold in the other, you should count as more valuable.
If you would like to, you can assign numbers to each of the coins and do stuff with that. That is totally okay. We can like figure that out. I can make a little a picture for myself so that I understand what you're doing. If not, it's fine. Like however you want to do this.
So the statue just looks like a man in a cloak.
Correct. Yeah.
Can we see his face? Like, is it well featured?
All right. So
Is it a religious symbol or something like that or historic that we'd be aware of?
you may make a religion check. And if anyone is curious, I'm just going to pop up this religion check. Yeah, so Kyra actually recognizes something here. So, Kyra, as you sort of look at this statue, you recognize that it depicts Abadar, the god of wealth and civilization.
That is good to know, Kyra. Thank you. What of him do we know? Apparently he likes wealth, given his portfolio.
Yeah, I will have a look. Quick look here. So it's just a normal success.
Okay.
God of cities, law, merchants, and wealth is known to be a patient deity, and maintains a strong neutral stance. Sets forth to expand civilization and order. So it is all of the lawful alignments and neutral, basically. Oh well, it's all the lawful alignments. Cleric alignments are lawful. Yeah, at the moment.
Maurizio would like to try something
Hmm.
because the word wealth doesn't always just mean what's in front of your face coin wise. So she's going to walk up to the direct middle of the table where his hands are laid out
Yep.
and put her hands on top
Oh, cool.
and see if wealth is not necessarily what we see.
Awesome. I am going to give you a hero point and say this does nothing.
It was worth a try.
Yes. Good idea though.
Oh my god! It's a logic
Break
puzzle.
time.
Duh. Okay. He has two hands. We have two guesses. There's 9 coins, right?
Correct.
Yes.
If we split them into groups of 3 and put the 2 sets of 3 into his hands, we'll know which group contains fakes.
Which set of 3? But that still doesn't give us the answer.
Because we still only have a second go after that. And 2 more coins. I mean, you could do 2 sets of 6, but still come up with the same problem.
Well,
That's what I was saying. Is that if
Ezran,
we had more than 2 guesses, that's what I was saying to do.
yeah,
We would have
Ezran can work out that based on what Valoros said, actually you can come to an answer because this is how this works, okay? Because he suggested it, and Ezran's pretty intelligent. He can say that in the first guess, you determine which of the 3 groups of 3 has the fake, and then you can reserve one of those coins away from the hands and put the other 2 coins in the hands. If the hands weigh the same, then the one that's been reserved is fake. If they change, the one that is different is fake.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna grab 3, put them in one hand. Grab 3, put them in another hand, and leave 3 on the table.
Yeah.
So
So
it will weigh each time, but we're only able to guess which one it is twice. Is that correct?
So it's going to weigh them twice, and you can definitively figure it out with doing this groups of 3 solution.
Okay.
Yeah. So you do that. And it was a great suggestion by Valoros. Valoros, I'm going to give you a hero point. And because you suggested it, and Ezran was able to confirm that that will actually work, despite what the players sort of went, oh, well, hang on, this may not. But it will. It will work. So you determine by doing this method which one is fake. And you gain another 80 XP each. So this will take
Nice.
you to...
Wait, how much did we gain from the kobolds?
You can put yourself to 400 now.
Okay, thank you. So, yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to figure it out from that point like myself, but I know that this is a logic puzzle I've seen before.
So what we're left with is 2 sets of 4 that we put in his hands.
You put 2 sets of 3 coins in there originally.
But once we figure out which one's the fake, we're left with 8 coins.
You're left with 8 coins. Well, you get basically what happens at the end. Blah, 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 blah. What does it say? The real coins fall to the floor. The heroes can take them as treasure. Each one is worth 1 gold. So you have a total of 8 gold. The fake coin turns to lead. And I have something to do here as a DM.
Val says, "See, if I had a chance to bite it, would have figured it out. Lead tastes different than gold."
I don't want to know how you know that.
Because I've tasted lead.
Not in the habit of going around tasting lead myself.
Should I add the 8 to my inventory so that I can track our wealth?
Yes, you should do that. Okay, so I just want to make sure. Blah 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 blah. All right, so you hear a click coming from up the passage in this direction, and a door, a secret door, opens down the passageway here into this area.
Ooh, a piece of candy.
All right, and you see a small chamber containing an old wooden chest. It is emblazoned with the symbol of a key. Behind the chest is a massive contraption of gears and pulleys that looks like the inner workings of some unseen device. You have there's tiny shafts of light coming from the wall on the north side. The far side of this area. Oh, okay, right. So you could look in there if you want.
Yeah. Did you mean to reveal the loot already, or were we supposed to fix something first?
No, you have the loot.
Okay.
Oh, Val was about to say, if this chest is the key, we just got to yeet the chest at this thing. Right?
It's an unlocked chest, so you can
Oh, the
absolutely.
chest is also unlocked. This is
Yeah.
unlocked.
Well, everything in here is in this picture here.
So, I open it, and just so you know, we now have an emerald. We have some copper pieces, some more silver and gold, and I got a scroll which will be good for me to study. A scroll of magic missiles. Since I already know it, it gives us an additional casting if we need.
That's great. You know, it's really awesome that everybody is getting some really nice stuff. Dying twice. You know, it's fine.
It's your wealth. I'm just carrying it for you.
Thanks. Give myself a
Look, I'm showing you the exact amount. It is right here. We are together in this.
I know, old man. All right. Knock knock.
All right, so you open the next door. Give me a second, please. All right, so
I'm sorry.
you're okay. No, you can open the door. All right, just don't go anywhere just yet. So the door opens with a creak, revealing a massive,
Sound effects.
yes, massive chamber that looks like an audience hall down here. On the far side, a broad set of stairs leads up to where a throne might once have been. Pillars support the high ceiling, and the ruined tatters of once decorative banners still hang from them. A decorative tile pattern centered in the middle of the room shows through a grim coating the floor. So, few things that I need to do. All right, so as you open the door with a creak, you hear creatures jumping to attention and rolling initiative. Let me just reset here. So
You
we're
hear
gonna.
them roll for initiative?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
That's some loud
Do you not
dice.
know in this world you actually hear the rolls of initiative so you know when combat starts? I thought they taught you that in fighter school.
And I thought they taught you when to talk in magic school and how talking is. You know what?
They did. They said, always speak and ensure you oppress upon others your knowledge, for they are fools and they must be
I
enlightened.
just shoved the tip of my shield in his mouth.
I was gonna ask if I could use a hero point to bump him on the head with the hilt of one of my swords and knock him out.
It's the good old double team.
I think that's the wrong kind.
All right. So that.
One,
For
two,
you, maybe.
4, 5.
So you hear them sort of snapping to attention, but you don't see anything right now. I need you to please roll initiative though, as you hear them snapping to attention.
Initiative, you say?
It is initiative, yes.
It
That might be my
is
best one yet.
initiative. God damn, I have not rolled below a 20 for initiative.
Nice.
Not once.
All right. So um either size. Yep, that's fine. I'm just making sure that I've got everything here. Okay, yep. Good. So, Kyra is the first and the quickest to act. She hears some creatures that sound much like those kobolds from the other room, making meh, 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 meh noises in the next room, but does not see them. What do you want to do, Kyra? You have 3 actions.
What are my choices?
Like, what do you want to do? You want to go into the
Can
room? Do you
can
want
I
to stay
actually
here?
see
Yeah. Well, you can see where you
anything?
can see on the map.
Okay.
You can see this. You know, in here somewhere.
What is that
Are
little
them?
pulse thing?
He's just clicking on
I'm
your
clicking
shield.
to show you what you can see, and I'll show you the sound that you heard came from somewhere way over here, where the somewhere in that direction.
Move.
This here is a pillar. It's big enough for you to hide or to put yourself behind.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you can move behind it. See, when you move, it changes what you see.
Well, that makes sense.
So
Okay.
you can actually control that. So you want to move behind the pillar?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Move
Cool.
behind the pillar and peek around the edge.
All right, so you peek around the edge. You don't see anyone right now. They must be somewhere in the darkness, whoever these creatures are. So you've moved. You've got 2 actions left.
Okay. That was one. What do you want to do? Just
I would. I don't know. I'm trying to decide between listen for any other noises.
do you want to seek
Or-
them? See if you can find where they're at.
Yes.
So it will be a perception check, and when you go to roll it, instead of just clicking roll, there's a little drop down that says what type of roll, and you'll choose blind GM roll from that drop down. Oop.
Well, that's not what I meant to do.
That's okay. It's just a perception check.
Okay.
Blind DM.
Yes.
It should pop up here,
Oh,
and we
okay.
go like that.
Okay.
All right. So this is because your character doesn't know how they do on this check, and so neither do you. So you peek around the corner and you listen, and you do not hear any more sounds right now, and you do not see any movement because it's completely dark in that direction right now. Maybe they're stealthed, they heard you, and that's for sure, so maybe they're trying to be quiet and surprise you.
Oh, do you want to do what? You want to move again? Do you
No.
want to try to hide yourself? Do you want to
I do want to try and hide.
scream?
Well, I don't know.
Stream.
I'll scream.
So you can roll stealth, which is in your character sheet under the hand, which is about halfway along, called proficiencies, and you'll
You want
see
to do that?
stealth. So
Okay.
stealth has a +0 for you, but you can still roll it. Okay. So you are.
For stealthy.
Yep. You try your best to hide behind the pillar. Very good. So that will be your turn, and we go over to Valoros. You see Kyra sort of sneaking behind a pillar and peering around and trying to stay silent.
So Val's gonna be moving along. See nothing yet.
Okay. So now that you've come to here, I've got a couple of things to show you.
Oh. Oh, a new chance for friends.
All right. So that's what you see.
All right. At that point, I'm. I mean, I haven't been quiet, so odds are they know I'm here.
Correct. Yes. They're
Um,
looking right at
I've
you.
I've only used one action for movement, correct?
Yes.
Okay, doke. So I am going to raise my shield, and I'll have an attack readied if any of them get close to me. But the whole time I will say, if you want to live, drop your weapons, because let me tell you, we're really efficient at making you a non-threat.
All right, so just for your knowledge, you need 2 actions to prepare 1 action.
Oh,
So
okay, never mind.
you will not have
I'll
the
just raise
action
the shield.
economy. Yeah, cool. All right, so you are prepared. You shout this out, and Mary, you hear this shout or this declaration from Val. Obviously, he sees creatures back there somewhere.
So
Good job finding them, Val. We'll bring a trophy home to mount on your wall.
No!
Mauricio's going to sneak into the room, see where they are currently standing, and try not to collide with walls as she does it. Come up behind this pillar next to Val.
Okay.
Is that 1 or 2?
1 action to get there,
Okay.
and then if you want to hide, it will be a second action.
Okay. Do I? If I roll stealth to try to hide and then just take a step out and step back just to see, because they're currently focused on Val, if I step up to say like here, 1 block up
Mm.
in the opposite direction and then back again, that would cover the last 2 actions I have? Because I mean they know we're here, but they're focused here.
So You wanna? Sorry, tell me again.
So, roll stealth to try to hide while I'm behind the pillar.
Yep.
Use the stealth to take one step up here to see what's in this area over here that Val's talking about.
So
Yeah.
she wants to,
And then move
go
back.
against the wall and do the whole FPS, lean out from the wall to peek around the corner.
Okay. Well,
Essentially,
I'm just gonna show you. This is what you see. But
a big fat nothing. Okay. Well, in that case, Marusial's just going to get ready for either being ambushed or for Val to run at them and try to make friends.
Did you not know Val's last name is Jenkins?
Let me just check this layer. Yeah, okay.
His dead nephew was named Leroy.
So the reason why I'm just trying to like figure out why you cannot actually see anything. Because I think Val has light coming off him. Let me just double check this. Yeah, he definitely has light.
They're supposed to be.
Oh, I know. So what I need to do. Sorry, I just need to change this. So that's the radius of the light. It should be illuminated. Apply coloration. That's all there. Why can you not see the light is the issue. Because you should see Val's light. What I'm going to do for you, just for the moment, is I'm going to update your brightness and then I'm going to show you this.
Oh, okay.
Because Val's light technically shows these, and
Those.
very, very, very slightly this. You'll see something, but not the whole thing. I'm going to put you back, and then I'm going to update your brightness again for the moment, because I don't... Yeah.
Yeah, because when I popped out first time, all I could see was just round markers, like...
Yeah, I'm not sure why you can't see Val's light, is all, so... You do see that.
Okay. Well, knowing what's there, I am going to wait. I'm gonna hold on to whatever actions I do have left after that,
Okay.
and prepare for them to either run at Val or try to come around the...
Can I get you to make a stealth check? To see how sneaky you are.
Public or private? Oh,
Public is fine, it's fine. Cool, so yeah, you are relatively stealthy. Ezrin, we are up to you.
I'm going to come in and see how my friends are doing. Oh no, I see something there.
Don't do it, old man. Give him a chance.
Have they said anything?
I mean, have they?
No.
Then I will do a warning frostbolt above their heads.
Alright.
Oh wait, that's two.
I'm just like, you better drop the weapons. That old man's crazy. I can't stop him.
I'll give him the crazy eye and move across behind that one.
Okay. I'm just doing something here. Alright, so yep, you move up there. So it's 2 actions to get there, I'm guessing?
I believe so.
You've got one left. What would you like to do with it?
I wonder if there's like a bolster allies or something. Sense motives,
Mm,
maybe, of the critters?
you can make a perception check. This is
Sure.
going to be public.
Perception. There it is. It's my best stat. And a 20.
Noise.
Fantastic. Whoa.
Ooh.
A nat 20.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can read the room. A couple of things, Ezrin. You believe that these kobolds are sufficiently prepared in case someone came down here. They have been waiting and they have set up an ambush. You believe there might even be traps down here that you don't see right now because of how prepared they look to fight anything that comes their way. You have come their way. They are well ready and well able to hurt you lots.
Watch out! They mean to eat you, Val! They also have traps, probably. Be wary and kill them first!
I'm like 3 times their size. They couldn't eat me if they tried.
All right. So with that, it is Warrior's turn. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. So this one is going to move to here. He's going to target Val with a ranged spear. Tosses it.
Does the pillar give me any extra? Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter. the the spear clatters against the pillar.
Okay, technically he did drop his weapon, guys.
And then it will move to here and see because it's right next to you, Mary. Mary and go ah! As if very surprised to see someone sneaking in the shadows. Tries desperately with its last action to strike out at Mary with its -5. Does not hit Mary, as it is very surprised to see you there.
So that's lucky.
All right, the next one is going to. Where are we? Go. 5, 10. So it's going to go to here and toss a spear at Val. So, yes, you did.
Yeah, I don't think these ones want to be your friends either.
And luckily for you, you have your shield raised. Because that would have hit normally, but you have your shield raised, so it misses you. It sends collides with your shield, and you deflect it quite easily. It's like meh.
It still hurt me in the way that matters.
Val, I told you they want to eat you!
It will then slink back to its previous location.
They want Val on a stick!
And then the final one. Okay. Is going to. Let's see. Short sword spear. Okay. Is going to 1, 2. Yep, it's going to toss a spear at you, Val. They like their spears.
They're really bad at this.
They really are, apparently.
I could teach you all to be better at this.
Moves up. Tries a second attack with a short sword. Ooh. With its short sword, it slashes deep into Valeros's skin, dealing 14 points of slashing damage to you. Going, yeah!
Can I block?
You may, yes, block, yes. So you will.
Val, can I kill them now?
No!
Your shield will take 14 points, and you will take whatever the hardness is less damage.
It should auto do it if you click the block. If you have yourself selected and you click the block on the Trap Master damage there, it should take care of it all for you. You do block and then
we
damage.
tried to do that last time. It didn't work.
You should. I think it's you click block to select it, and then you click damage to actually take the damage. That could be.
There you go.
Yep.
See?
Nice. Well, there it is.
And then it does all the math for you.
Yeah, very good. Alright, so with all of that done, Kyra, we are back to you. You hear the sounds of combat, you hear these meh sounds, and you may decide what to do next.
I want to shoot with the crossbow.
Nice.
Yes.
So far, you've missed all your shots with it. Hey!
Nice. Very good. So you may do damage to that one. Oh, that's a real solid hit there.
Cool.
Max damage.
Damage. You kill that warrior with just a single bolt through its head. Plink.
Nice.
It falls to the ground dead.
Nice shot.
Thanks. I work really hard on practicing.
So you have 2 more. You could reload and take another shot if you want, or
Yeah.
you can do something else.
Yeah, I'll reload
Okay.
and take a shot. Watch it be a crit fail.
It may be a crit fail. We don't know. You always run the risk of stuff like that. So reload, fire.
Nice.
That's crit miss.
All right. So the bolt sort of flies into this pillar over here, and you're like, oh, well, not so good. But hey, I killed one.
So question on that. Are you able to recover bolts after combat? In 5e, they basically just said, nah. But
So
they didn't do
there's not really a rule written, but it assumes that the answer is no. I tend to be fairly forgiving, and I tend to give people a roll where they might get some back, but the game assumes that they're consumable and that they're gone when you shoot them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious. Thank you.
Alright. So, Kyra is done. Valeros. You have one right next to you, Valeros.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and I'll hit him. I just wanted to be friends. Oh! He crit me, so I crit him back.
Indeed, you can roll the critical damage instead of the normal damage. Oof. Alright, so 18 points of damage you deal to this one. And unlike all of the ones that you fought so far, this one stays alive.
Okay,
Damage.
second attack. I would like this to be non-lethal.
Alright. Oh my lord.
You will be my friend.
Righto.
God.
Well, you non-lethally deal 24 damage.
I just bitch slap him with the back end of my sword.
uh,
Use the stick on me. I'm going to use the blunt side of my sword on your backside. Behave yourselves.
so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it to 1, even though it's technically unconscious. I'm going to put the unconscious condition on it. There we go. There you go. That one is now unconscious, and you have hit it with the hilt of your sword, and it is no longer a threat to you. You have one action left.
I'm gonna go over here. Is that the only one left?
Correct.
You did 2 actions.
Jesus.
Your shield would currently not be raised.
Oh, okay.
So I just thought I'd throw that out there. That you might want to raise it.
Yeah, and bring yourself
That's
back.
up to you.
Sure.
Cool. All right, Valeros is done. Mary, you hear the sickening sound of, probably inspiring sound of Valeros vanquishing the leader of the kobolds in this particular area in 2 hits.
Okay. So I don't. I only know from what I saw that there's one left. Yeah?
One left, yeah, over here.
Okay. Do I hear it have some sort of reaction with its leader going down?
You see it's snarling.
Okay, so it gets more aggressive rather than freaks out.
I will double check, but I think so.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to be moving.
See, they're very loyal. If we can get them to love us, they'll fight to the death for us.
Maybe you should get one when it's in its egg. It might be a better way to raise them.
We just have to specifically traumatize them.
I believe you said your middle name was Stockholm. Is that not true?
Wow.
Valorous Stockholm Jenkins.
What are you doing, Mary?
I'm looking. Why?
Because it's your turn to do things.
Okay, so obviously there's like 50 odd feet, I think it was.
35, yeah.
So the acrobatics core skill, because 35 feet is a long way for me to go, I'm assuming it's going to take up 2 actions.
Your normal movement
Not 3.
is. Let's have a look. Over here.
I'm wondering if acrobatics.
You've got
will...
30. You've got 30 feet normally. So you can move almost all the way up to it with one action.
There's no way to increase that at all, is there?
No, not right now.
Alright, so I'm assuming then I'll...
But 30 feet will actually get you next to it.
Good enough.
Yep, so you can put yourself into one of those 2 squares there, yeah.
I'm going to pop in here.
Cool. You move there, and you're right next to it, so you can target it with an attack with your fancy new short sword.
Here's my fancy new short sword.
Unfortunately, this was a bad roll, so you do not hit it. You do get a second chance if you would like to.
Yep. gonna try with the same sword.
Yep, always a good plan to attack with the +1 sword. Unfortunately, not this time. And you've done all your actions. So, Ezran, you see that there's only one left, Ezran, and Mary is engaged with it, and it seems to be dodging her attacks for the moment.
I think I should watch this show. Oh, wait. Probably should help. Yep. I was trying to see. Do I want to go top side or bottom?
It'll be easier to hit if you go the bottom,
Okay.
because there'll be a wall in the way otherwise.
2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, and you see
Can
it
you
here.
guess what I will do for you, Valeros? I will tell this one to chill out.
You hit it, and 5 points of damage. It looks chilled out, but is still up, and it's not looking very happy. Chilled out, but unhappy.
Give up before they kill you, little one.
Alright, so we are up to it. It will attempt a feeble attack. Hang on, let me see. uh, it will make a hurried retreat. It strides up to 30 feet, gains a +2 against reactions, which are not going to happen. There's no reactions here. And it will move to here. And it will toss a spear at you, Ezran, because you hurt it.
Not me. I was trying to help him. He seemed like he was too warm.
Misses you.
Okay.
And then, with no more spears, you see a dejected look come over the kobold, and it sits down and gives up the fight.
Hooray!
You can wrap one up.
You you turn your head and the unconscious one is already half swaddled in my bedroll. What?
Alright, so you have 2 that you can, like, tie up or whatever.
So yeah, I'm wrapping this one up in my bedroll, because he was the strongest one, and then this one, I'm not gonna tie him up right away, but I will sit with him and I'll be like, you can speak common, right?
Nyeh.
I'm gonna need you to give me a little more than that, buddy. I heard your friends speaking common a little ways back.
He says, "That was a GM mistake, meh."
Oh. And I go,
Now, little one, that would be called metagaming. That is against the rules.
I'll do what I want.
so I'll tie him up, and I'll lash him to the back, to the bedroll.
All right.
Um, And I go, now, if you behave, you'll live. All right? I'm gonna call you Stinky. Uh,
With that, he lets out a massive fart.
Aptly named.
and I'm gonna just basically drag these fuckers with me.
You can keep them over there with you. It's fine.
Are we supposed to see things on the stairs?
What things on the stairs?
Okay. Nothing.
There's perfectly valid stairs there, though.
Yeah, no, they look like finely stone crafted stairs.
Gosh,
Nothing
you
at
know,
all.
it's weird how I critted twice on what's that target? Kobold Rap Master. Can you spit some sick bars, homie?
Cause you're a dick and you are a dick. Dick. Yeah.
Yes. So, Val holding the kobold under his arm is gonna point at the stairs and he's gonna go, "Are there more of you that way?"
You see a sneer come over the kobold and goes.
That sounded like a no or like a go fuck yourself.
I think he said he wants to be turned into your next dinner.
I
Meh?
It's a sentient creature. I'm not gonna eat it. That's really what messed up. What's wrong with you, man? God.
That's
And
not what the orc said about your cousin.
I'm going to start walking down the stairs with the kobold unless it starts freaking out.
Alright, well, the spike trap will go off. Alright, so I'm just gonna move.
One less kobold. So much for that idea.
I need you to make a reflex save there, please. It's a basic reflex, so this will do half the piercing damage to you. So whatever it says, you'll take half. So
There's a
one.
damage.
I get like my pinky toe slightly stabbed, and I'm like, ow.
Ow.
I look at the kobold in my hand or under my arm, and I'm like, you could have told me about that.
There's a glint in its eye.
I was gonna say, does the kobold get hit by the trap?
No.
At that point, since I have him tied up, I'm going to put him on the ground, and I'm going to roll him down the stairs.
Alright, well, that kobold's gonna die because several more traps go off. Several more traps go off. As spike traps just go clunk, clunk! And, yeah, that kobold no more.
I look back at the rest of the group, and I'm like, the same will happen to you if you stab me.
Oh, God! Oh, God!
And then I look at the sleeping kobold in my bedroll, and I'm like, you wouldn't do that, right, buddy? And that's when you all realize Val's a psychopath.
Apparently. Alright, I need to put us on a different floor as you guys go down the stairs. So just bear with me for a second while I get this sorted.
Val, we might need to spend some of your earnings to get you checked in for some help.
I don't need any help. I have all the help I need right here.
That's not what your mother told me.
It's like,
Okay.
yeah? You finally back with the milk?
What happened here? Why, yes. So.
You see what happened here is, Val got upset that the kobold let him get stabbed in the foot, and so he slaughtered him through negligent homicide.
Why did none of the others? 1 second.
That
Just
poor
gotta figure it
kobold.
out. Why?
You have to admit, it was a decent way to clear all the traps, but a little bit cold.
So I might have to. Sorry, just don't know why this is doing this, but we're going to have to copy these tokens one at a time.
He should have given me his undying allegiance immediately.
Oh,
I spared him.
If you can
yes.
move my token out of the wall, I am there. I'm just stuck in the wall.
Oh, you're stuck in the wall.
Yeah, because I'm on the middle center pillar, not on the stairs.
So I can get rid of that one. Okay, I see. Yeah, there we go. I think we are all there
Yeah.
now. I didn't see that. So that's all right. Okay, you are on stairs leading downstairs. Let me read out what this says. The stairs spiral down deep into the earth before ending in a chamber that looks like it has been prepared specifically to defend against intruders. On one side of the room, a table has been turned on its side to provide cover, while on the other, crates and barrels have been piled up to create a second barrier. I am going to ask you to tell me. Look at your perception bonus, please, each of you, and add 10 to whatever your perception bonus is, and tell me what your result is.
15.
17 for Kyra, 14 for Ezrin.
I'll give you a number when it loads.
Sure. So we're going
It's
to.
just really not liking it today.
Which
That
is
was me
odd,
the
'cause
other
I didn't
day.
think you had that problem last time.
Nope, I had 0 problems last time. This time, 97% again, and it just stops. It's getting to like that last 3 or 4% of loading the floor and just does not want to do it.
Did you give
Yeah.
it the proper bribe today?
Well, clearly not. I mean, I thought I'd done enough dumb stuff, but obviously.
Okay, so in this case, due to your perceptions, you will see these two kobolds who, as soon as they are ready, because you've rolled one of their comrades down the stairs and set up a whole bunch of traps and made a whole bunch of noise, they're going to be rolling initiative, and you are going to be rolling initiative. They did not roll very well on the stealth.
My first below 20 initiative.
You can be slow with the rest of us sometimes, Ezra Valros.
Yeah, I'm the slow one. You don't even remember your own name, old man.
So I've got Kyra, Valeros, Ezrin. I still need
The one who's still
What?
loading.
who's still loading.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I,
If you
I've,
want to give.
I've refreshed enough. It's gotten to 99.
So you just got to refresh 4 times.
I've already done 6.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
gosh. It's a
That's
bit
not
rough.
true.
No.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you want to give me access, I can either do a Discord share screen with her, or she can see where she's at on your stream.
Yeah, I can see on the stream.
Yeah,
It's fine. I just can't do any rolls or anything.
I'll roll initiative for Mary for the moment.
Because I can see all of the rolls come up. It's just the floor itself. That whole centerpiece is just gone.
Okay. All right. Well, not sure what's going on with that. I'm sorry that it's doing that. But we will do our best to just like try and overcome these little technical things. All right. So Kyra is like just like a powerhouse of beginning first in combats. I swear. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah. So Kyra, you come down the stairs and you see two kobold scouts that are trying to hide, not very well, one behind an overturned table and one behind barrels. You see that these kobold scouts have crossbows equipped and they have short swords by their sides that they can draw if needed. And you can see that they are different to the ones that you fought previously. And they might be a little bit more of a threat than the others, but it's uncertain exactly how much.
Got it.
So are they um covered by the barrel and table, or are they just standing behind them?
So they're in cover, so they have a bonus to armor class, but other than that, they're not like. There's no other impediment.
What you said is a fine option.
Okay, so I'll try to shoot at them.
Which one?
Barrel.
All right.
Here?
Wait, am I more likely to shoot one than the other since the one is closer?
Probably not.
Either of them are both in the same amount of cover, so it's be the same sort of attack for both.
So you said you want to shoot twice?
Yeah. Bah. No.
No, they are ducking behind that cover, and you shoot a couple of bolts into the cover, but unfortunately do not land a hit. But that's okay. We will have more things that you can do in your next turn. Have a look at your spells or cantrips for maybe your second uh, turn and see if there might be a cantrip that you would like, if anything there helps you for your next action, maybe. Just as different options. So, Mary.
I
Uh,
did get it to load
Fantastic.
just as you were doing the rolls for her. I don't have anything drawn that I can ranged with at the moment, so I'm going to look to possibly trying to squeeze in to the actual room if that's possible.
It is possible. So what's going to happen is for every square you go through your allies, you are going to have 2 squares of movement. So normally you would have 6 or 30 feet. You would normally take 5 to get through each of those. Now you're taking 10. So it will cost you 25 to get to here, is what I'm saying. And then it's no more impediment unless you're going over or around. So you can get to here with 25.
It
And
won't
you
let me go directly there, but yeah,
no.
that's what I was thinking was coming around because I could
And
see the table.
that gets you could go here for 30 and be able to attack this one.
Yep, that sounds good. And lovely short sword. Oops, if I've got the right thing targeted.
Oh yeah, you definitely hit that one. You can do damage to that one. And 10. That's a big solid hit. It takes that damage.
And that leaves me with one more action, doesn't it?
You've moved once and attacked once, yes.
Yep. Okay, so I will try to smack it again with the short sword.
It does absorb much more of a hit than the little ones from upstairs. Yeah, you're rolling really well. Now, did you use multi-attack penalty on this second attack? You didn't. So we're just going to reduce that by 5. That still hits, so that's okay. You'll do 8 points of damage to this. And it's fallen unconscious. Or dead, because it was a lethal hit.
If it hadn't, I was gonna go, how much more can these little guys take?
Alright, so the second one is its turn now. It's seen you do that, and it's not very happy. Okay. It will target you. And it will make a crossbow strike. It misses. It reloads. And it will attempt to hide behind those barrels. So we're going to make this a blind GM roll. Ooh. Okay. Valoros, that one is hiding somewhere in those barrels.
Like inside of the barrels?
Well, in somewhere in that area behind, where the barrels are.
Okay,
It's
cool.
stealthed.
I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna kick the barrel forward.
All right, that's cool. Make an athletics check.
Okay. Where is that under?
It is under your
Proficiencies?
proficiencies, correct? Nice. Yeah, you kick that barrel, which you will hear a meh, and boop, there it is.
Is he being slightly pinned by the barrel against the wall?
No. He was just pushed there, and therefore you saw him because you've got a more clear line of sight.
Okie doke.
You could potentially do that more, like you could, or try and pin it there yourself, or all that sort of stuff. You can still do that, but right now,
Yeah, I'd love to try and pin him with the barrel that I kicked.
it would be another athletics check. Sure, for now it is. So I'm going to have it.
This one's sick. It's green. We can't let him we can't let him infect. I have sleepy. Yeah, there we go.
It's going to be restrained for now. Tied up. Oh no, it's not the best one.
You're gonna go with Dopey there for a minute.
We'll do immobilize then. You can't use actions with the move train. Must be, yeah, that's good. We'll do that. So it's immobilized because the barrel is right up to it. I can't move the barrel, but that's what's happened. And you've moved. You've done 2 actions, so that's all your turn. Ezrin.
I'm going to help him chill out. Apparently not.
Apparently not. So yeah, the arcane spell, the Ray of Frost, hits the barrel that is pinning the kobold. It doesn't shatter it, it just sort of harmlessly hits the barrel. You have another action if you would like to use it.
Should I use Force Bolt, or should I just move? Or do nothing?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little bit up to you, man.
I will, I guess, move.
Very good. You've moved. I've just realised that due to my sound settings, the any audio that was being played wasn't getting transferred, but I've fixed that now. From the map, you guys have all been heard, as far as I can tell. So you've done all your actions. We're back to Kyra, who can see that the Kobold Scout is currently being pinned to the wall by the barrel that Valoros has kicked. And it's a little bit harder to hit right now, but it is immobilized at the moment. It could possibly escape, but it needs to take actions to do that. What would you like to do?
After looking at my spells, we decided reload fire would be best.
Well, reload, fire, reload. You can't fire twice.
Well, okay. Yes.
Alright, very good.
Situation.
Because people are there. Oh, great. Yes.
Indeed.
What is real?
I got too cocky with that one that was a hit. That's what it was.
God,
Yeah, it was like, oh, I'm so good at this, and then it's like, I can do this with one hand. Whoops. Yeah. These things are a little bit more difficult than the ones that you fought upstairs as well. So you're noticing that they're a little bit better equipped, a little bit more experienced than the younger ones. All right, Mary.
Okay, what's the distance is okay. Is there is a way to get around the barrels here, isn't there?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Except that there is a barrel in the way.
You can get up
In
there.
front?
That's all right.
Okay. So I'm gonna move up. Will that give her enough of a line of sight to be able to take a shot at it? Take a slice at it?
Well, yeah, you can
Or is-
definitely you can definitely attack it in melee.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ugh.
However, Mary is like precariously placed, on a box, and she accidentally sort of slips at the last second, and the short sword comes short. You do have one last action if you would like to use it.
I'll try once more.
Alrighty. Challenge is ramping up as we go further down.
So what was if I'm hitting again with the short sword, what is the
The penalty?
thingy that I need to change?
Yep, so on your attacks you'll see a MAP -4 and -8. So it's -4, so that means multi-attack penalty. So on your second attack you use the 4, on the last attack if you take 3 it will be 8.
Okay.
Oh, nice, you hit.
Was not expecting that.
Well, yep, you recover real well. It will take 8 points of damage. It's still up, but you've landed a really good hit on it. It's pinned, it's harmed, it's really not looking in good shape. Its turn. It's going to try and escape to start. And does not. It looks panicked. It is going to try to panic attack on Mary with its short sword. It has to drop its crossbow, which it does, and pull out its short sword to do so, and then we'll make a strike that will hit for 6 points of damage. And then Valoros, it's your turn.
Okay, so it's still pinned with the barrel.
Correct.
All right. I'm gonna see if I can't start crushing its body with the barrel.
Athletics check. Oh, all right. Can you roll me? So we don't care about the attack roll, but we're gonna roll an unarmed strike, please. Or you'll just roll the damage for an unarmed strike.
Oh wait. Oh, do I roll critical since it was critical or?
I'll just double it. That's okay. So
Okay.
yeah, the barrel smashes into the kobold. You are just like bulldozing this barrel towards it, and so you can hear the bones of the kobold scout breaking as the barrel just slams into it. Crunch, crunch, and as you pull the barrel away, you see a corpse of the once alive kobold scout.
That was well done, Valoros. Nice and crunchy.
Thanks. I couldn't let him hurt my new best buddy.
All
and
right.
I pat the kobold tied up in my bedroll.
With those kobolds out of action, you now see that there are two ways out of this chamber. The first way is a barricade of barrels that you could potentially deal with. The other way is a passageway to the west that is not barricaded.
Well, you know how I feel about barricades.
Do
and I
I,
look
though?
at the barrel that's been smashed to bits.
You feel that barricades are unbearable.
You start
I'm
looking like a
really-
barrel to me.
Just please don't make me look like a barrel. I already look hurt enough.
How are you
I'm-
enjoying the game, Dragon? Hope you're having fun.
I'm not feeling so good.
Honestly, I could probably use a little patch up myself.
I don't think it's been an hour, so I don't know that we can do treat.
Well, it's definitely been over an
On
hour
Mary?
since I've been patched up.
Since
time.
you have, yes. I was saying
Not
I
since
don't know
I
if we
have.
can do that on Miri or not.
Right,
If we're gonna-
yeah. No, you can't do it on me. Good to hear you're
But
having
yeah,
fun.
For Valoros, we can.
Yes, for sure. Nice. So 6 hit points from Kyra as she bandages Valoros's wounds.
Thank you.
Why are you getting yourself into so many scrapes, Valoros?
That's literally my job. I don't know what you want from me.
Just try not to get so much hurt next time.
So where do you guys want to go? Barricades or open path?
Either or.
I believe you
Anyone
said
else
you want
have
to
an
go through the
opinion?
barrels, and we can, or we can go the other way.
Awesome. That's all I needed. I start moving the barrels and kicking them aside and just gleefully
Barrel
being
on, Valoros.
rambunctious.
Barrel on.
I
Alright.
accidentally throw one of the barrels at Ez. Accidentally.
As expecting it, probably already ducked behind the table.
Okay, you start clearing that away. And there you go. After some time and noise breaking down the barrier, You make your way through there. Everyone can add 80 XP for the fight with these kobolds before we proceed on. And I'm going to read out the next area as you come down that passageway. Beyond the barricade, the passageway meanders briefly. The floor descends slightly and soon becomes flooded by a shallow pool of water. The water appears to be flowing out of a passageway to the right, and a shimmering blue light in that direction reflects off the water there. The main passageway continues to the left over the slight depression in the floor where the water has pooled. An overpowering stench drifts from around the bend.
I kind of poke my sword in the water to see how deep it is.
It is about 2 feet deep.
Valeros, that smells like you after too much drink.
Hey, Moody Abigail, thanks for the look.
Val whispers something to the kobold and just kind of glares at as 2 feet deep, you said?
Yes.
All right. Val looks at Kyra and says, "Can you cover this part of the hall?"
Yes.
All right, cool. And then knowing that she'll have my back, I go forward.
Move up and watch it.
Alright, so I need to read out the next little bit. On the far side of the puddle of water is a strange chamber, crackling with magical energy. Pulsing orbs float in 3 of the 4 corners of this room. The orb in the southwest, that's the bottom left, looks to be made of brown earth and stone, whereas the one in the northeast, up here, looks to be made of glass and is filled with swirling cloud. The orb in the far corner, way down here, holds a roaring flame. Opposite that orb are shattered remains and the water that flows down the passageway to the northwest. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, so that's what you see.
Hey, Ezrin. Magic brain time.
Okay, as you call out to Ezrin and make your way into the chamber, the fiery orb over here shatters in a massive explosion.
Oh well, shit. I shield the body of my sweet baby boy.
Okay. And you see, coming out of the debris and fire, a rat made of fire. I'm going to end this one and start a new one. We are concealed condition. Yeah, so we've got that. So it is surrounded by a cloud of smoke. I will will say more about that in a moment. And then what I need to do is start this. Okay. And then you guys can roll initiative as the rat will roll initiative.
Oh, rats!
Rat rolls initiative. Oof. I might not have... We're just going to stop that one, because I don't want that one. That's okay. Alright, where are we at? We've got Mary, Valeros, Kyra, and Ezran. That's 4 of you. Very good. Okay, we will begin the encounter. So, I need to read out something for you. A cloud of smoke surrounds this rat, and it is concealed from you. Now, concealed means that if you try to target it, you need to pass a flat check on a DC 5, which I will post up. So here it is. I'll post it a couple of times because you'll need to pass this each time you try to target it. And yeah, so it is concealed by the smoke. Also, it smells kind of awful. But from here it's okay. You think the closer you get, the worse that's going to smell. Mary, it is your turn. And you
Is it
can...
just standing there calmly, or is it because it's
No, it is
it's fire
definitely
and
not
smoke, so
calm.
it's flailing around madly?
Yeah,
Mary, kill it, Mary!
It has burst out of the orb and it looks at you with fiery eyes and menacing teeth.
Okay. Just trying to figure out how far I can go.
Oh, I don't like what's happening there. I'm going to... Don't know what's making that weird sound, so I'm gonna...
There, that's one.
change that one. Hopefully that fixes it. Yep.
Okay. So that puts me at 15. So I would then need to, if I'm going to attack from there, flat check and then move and strike.
If you wanna do a melee attack, yeah.
It's my only option.
Yeah, so yes, you would need. So you don't need a flat check to move. So you can move before you make the flat check.
Okay.
I'm sorry about my audio. It's being real weird at the moment. All right. So as you move into the fumes,
Yep.
I need you to click on the button there. And you fail. You are sickened. So let me
I figured.
come on to you and give you the sickened because it's really gross smelling here, but you may attempt so the check above that, so the concealed one, you can make that flat check to target it. No.
I just chuck all over it.
Yeah. You spew all over it. As you enter into the area, it is horrible in here. That is 1, 2, all of your actions. I think. Yes, it is.
Yes.
So, the Cinder Rat that is glaring at you with menacing, fiery eyes is going to target you. And it's going to try and bite you. Ooh. Yikes. Ow!
Really?
Yeah. So 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And yeah, so you can click on the damage there for that one.
I don't want to.
Please. And yes, you realize that you are taking persistent fire damage. What are you on? Are you
Good thing there's
on?
water nearby.
King Zero.
You are unconscious. So guys, everyone else, as Mary gets hit by this cinder rat, she not only falls unconscious, but she is currently on fire. Flames licking at her unconscious
Nice
body.
and warm.
Valeros, I think you're going to need to pull her out of there. After putting the fire out, I will call Kyra. Kyra! Ah!
Coming.
Then the rat will skitter out from the area. I need Valeros, please, to make me a saving throw. So that is the fetid fumes one. I'll pop it back up here. So you can make that check for me, Valeros. You are sickened. So I will mark that.
21 is a failure?
Correct. Sickened as it comes up to you, and it will make its second attack towards you, targeting you, and will attempt to bite you. Does miss you.
Eat shit, you fucking bitch rat.
Valeros, it is your turn. It's
I am going to
concealed.
summon the might of the ocean.
Okay. Do you remember
What
what
does that
this
do?
does?
No.
All right.
There's no description next to it either. It's just ocean's might, and I was like, okay.
It sounds good.
It does sound good.
I listen. The ocean is made of water. This thing's made of fire. Like that makes sense, right?
Yeah, let me check that for you. Why is that not there? I'm just gonna look at the previous map. I'm sorry that it doesn't have a description.
It's all good.
I'm just gonna quickly go check that out for a sec. So it was over here. Okay.
It is duration 1 hour, start of turn, or expires on start of next turn. And apparently there isn't a description. is odd.
Indeed. Okay. It says tracking years to help the players. To help your players remember the duration of the blessing. Okay. Triggers succeed. Fortify. This power is a reaction, so it's a reaction that you can use when hit by a critical hit. You can turn a critical hit against you into a normal hit.
Oh well. All right. Never mind.
It's really
Is your
good.
shield flat or bowed?
Is what?
Is your shield flat on the back or bowed? Like, does it curve?
Oh, I mean, based off of the shape of it, it would be slightly curved if it's a kite shield. It's kind of
'Cause
built like a diamond.
we just walked through 2 foot of water.
Yeah. How big is this rat?
It is about Labrador size.
It's a
Oh,
big.
okay. I mean, I so as a human person who has dealt with dogs before, Labradors aren't that big in terms of what I'm thinking of. I'm gonna throw it into the water.
Okay, you will need to grab it using athletics.
Okay.
You do
Get
grab it,
fucked. You
and
stupid
then
rat.
yeah. So where do you want to put it? Like over here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm just gonna yeet it into the water.
You want to make a throw attack maybe to like throw it, like see how far you can toss it.
Sure. How do I do that?
Why don't we just roll a d20, just and we'll sort of add bonuses and stuff as we go because there's not really something for this. Okay, I mean
Plus
it's
6,
yeah, it's fine.
like
So
15.
you toss it into the water. It's gonna be here. Okay, so let me just quickly look at this for a second, please. Okay. There's not really rules for this, but the start of this encounter, just full disclosure, says that the rat can't normally go into water.
Well,
So it's in the
I
water now.
broke the game. Divide by 0 error.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have it. What we're gonna do, we're gonna make this up as we go. So we're gonna call it immobilized for now. And what this is going to mean is that it's going to need to try to escape to get back to normal ground, okay? But at the moment, it's in the water and it can't swim, so it needs that successful escape check to get back to water, to land. Valoros, you've picked it up for one action, you've thrown it for one action.
Okie doke. I look at Ez and say, "Do you have Miri?"
I think Kyra can get there and heal her.
Oh, okay. Because I want to put Miri out, but I also don't want this thing to get out of the water. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right.
I can try to drag Miri. It'll probably be athletics or strength check, which
I was thinking you just pour your water skin on her.
that could work.
Yeah. Or pat her out. Either way, I'm gonna go over here, and if this thing tries to get out, I'm just gonna block it best
Alright,
that I can.
sounds good. Kyra.
Heal her.
I'm coming, Mary.
She can't hear anything.
Oh, why?
We can
She's
hear you.
unconscious.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be quite some distance to travel. It's definitely going to take 2 of your movements to get to Mary. So I'll take you there so that you can be
Well, I
there.
was quickly looking because she may not want to go the whole way there.
Okay.
So the healing spell looks like it does
30 feet.
D8 hit points if you touch. And then 8 hit points if you use range?
Correct, yeah. So, well, it's D8 plus 8.
Okay. So it may be worth just doing the ranged version or not.
It's definitely worth doing the range version if you want to
Okay.
heal her for more.
Because it's not been an hour for her
Strange.
to do treat wounds.
Does that work? Did that play a sound? It didn't. Go ahead, guys. I'm just got things on the stream.
So, is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Uses your last heal, but kind of don't have a huge amount of choice right now.
Mm-hmm.
Really bad roll. All right, Mary, there you go.
So yeah, 9 points of healing there.
And she does have to
Thank
move
you.
up to here-ish
Yeah,
to be within range.
sure does.
Yeah, that would. I think I'll see. Where did I measure it from? Right here would get you 25 feet, which puts you within 30 feet. Okay, good.
Okay. Cool. Very good. You did well there, Kyra. Ezrin.
Well, I have to move. Apparently, there's a wall in my way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to move over there and try to put Miri out.
All right. So that will give Miri a free recovery check. Miri, I just need you to roll a d20 for me, please. I will. So it's just slash roll d20.
Slash RD
Or slash
1d20 or
RD20,
slash
yeah,
roll. Either way works.
to the chat. Oh.
Just let me die.
Hero point, hero point, hero point, hero point, hero point, hero point.
Miri, this is payback.
I know. Tried to kill you, tried to kill me. I'm doing better with me than I ever did with you.
This
Yeah,
does sound
definitely
like a
using
good
a hero
hero
point on that one.
So yes, you may do that again. Hey, DJ Onyx Heart, good to see you.
Yeah, I think that's a hero point.
Oh, nice. In that case, you do put it out with Ezrin's help pouring water on you. You manage to pat the persistent damage off. So good job. Yeah, doing good. Thanks, mate. Cool. So Ezrin's moved. He's helped put this out. Is there any more actions for you?
Yeah, I'm going to do Force Bolt because we need this thing to go down. So I will spend that to do it because we need it to go down.
Okay, it will take that damage. As the force bolt just like collides with the rat, you see that the amount that does to this rat is not as much as you would hope that it would do. It's not resistant to it, but I'm saying that its amount of health is more than you expected.
Got it.
That's okay. We can drown it.
All right. So with that, Mary, you have this green light that has surrounded you, and you wake up. You are prone, but otherwise, actually, you should be prone. I'll put you prone. There you go. Yeah. Otherwise, you are okay. You are no longer on fire. Ezrin is right next to you, and you feel wet because he just poured water all over you.
Thanks. I'm gonna try and shake off some of the water. I noticed that the rat is now in the water. Is it still? I'm assuming it is still on fire, and there is still that plume of smoke hanging around it.
So
Yes or no?
the scent is there for sure. As far as it's not on fire because it's in the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the scent is already there, so since I am feeling a little bit better, I'm going to actually need to check that.
Mary, help me shake this fucking rat.
Shake the rat. Okay, so I'm gonna move up here. And I am gonna take a shot at it with the short sword again. Where's that? All the way back here.
Okay, but can you hit?
I'm gonna try. It's the
That's
flat
the
check,
real
isn't
question.
it?
Flat check to target it, yes. No.
Jeez.
Yeah, that flat check. Oof. Rough. Yeah. The water, the fumes, the smoke. It's awful. Alright, so you've moved. You've tried to attack it once. You can try again.
Try one more time.
Yep, so concealed check. So you definitely target it. Can you hit it now?
Okay. So. Yeah, I'll see if I can hit it.
Oh! So close. Actually, let me check something.
Oh yeah, this thing's trying to like not
I'm-
drown.
Hey, she still has a -2 from being prone.
Yeah, but so does
yeah.
it. I'm gonna rule.
Well, no. She should have 2 more to her attack, is what we're saying, because it says that she's prone.
Oh, right.
She should have
Gave
a
her a
19.
-2 from being prone, but it shouldn't since she got up before she moved.
Okay, sure. Then you do hit. Then we will. You can roll damage.
It's all good. I just saw that, so I thought I'd point it out.
Oh, I'm glad you noticed it. I totally didn't.
Well spotted. All right, you cut into it. You slash into it, and it takes that damage. All right, well done. So, with that, that is all that you can do. Its turn. Oh, there is really nowhere for it to get out of here. Yikes.
It's gonna get worse for it in a goddamn minute. You don't fuck with Mary.
It's gonna try an acrobatics check. I'm gonna
If
give it.
moves. You were saying that.
It fails. It tries to get through, but with so many people there, it's just not succeeding. It will desperately try to bite it. Whoever's there, I guess Valoros is the one that's blocking it, because that's what he said, so it will make a strike against Valoros.
Bite me, you shitlord. Go. Come on.
Yeah, I was going to say, Valoros, if it moves around you, you can use your reaction to hit it with your opportunity attack.
That's 22 points of damage.
All right, maybe you can like calm down with the hitting. Listen, I was just around here.
So the rat leaps up out of the water and just amazingly athletically bites at Valeros's neck and rips his neck open, his throat open.
Ah, fuck.
22 damage.
Wait, hold on. I had 4 health on my.
No. So what we're gonna
shield, and I
do?
pressed block.
What we're gonna do, all right, is this. We are going to retcon this. Okay. We are going to get you that health back. Just click on the heal button on the 22, please. You were saying something about the Ocean's Might, Valoros.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god, I forgot about the Ocean's Might. Yeah, Ocean's Might. There we go.
So this is going to go from a critical hit that this would be. Valoros
Yay!
spews out water from his mouth, and this becomes a normal hit, still dealing 12, so you can take that damage, but luckily not a critical hit anymore.
That's really weird. It's not taking it from my.
You didn't have raised
HP.
shield. You didn't have raised shield.
Oh, I couldn't block with it. Okay, never mind. Then my shield is not broken. I couldn't block with it. I just take the damage.
Alright. So, yeah, you do not go down. It doesn't rip your throat out, but it's still a really nasty bite. It still bites at your throat, just doesn't quite rip it open. Valoros?
Okie doke. I am going to chug my healing potion. Wow, super helpful. And then I'm going to push this thing deeper into the water and keep myself in the water.
Alright, sounds good.
Essentially, I'm trying to drown this thing.
Alright, I need you to make an athletics check to push it deeper into the water, please.
Alright, because it's a fire thing.
Drown him.
So I'm just like, alright. You know what? I got 1 hero point left. I think I should use that.
I think so. Oh, yeah. Not only do you push the rat further into the water, but because you have water all around you, I have taken the burning persistent damage off you because you are immersing yourself in water.
And that's exactly why I did that. The whole time I'm like holding him, I'm just like beating his face into the water as I'm holding it down. You like that, you rat bastard?
Oh man, this is gonna be one dead rat very quickly. So how many actions have you done, Valoros?
I chugged potion, pushed him in, and so can I actually make an attack? Or...
You may, yes. Okay, it is cool. At -5, so.
Oh shit, my bad. Hold on.
That's okay. No, it's alright. We'll just subtract 5 for 12, so it doesn't hit it.
Okay.
We can do math.
That is true.
Kyra, it is your turn. The rat is next to you, but it is drowning. It will be drowning.
Yeah, I was telling her I think she should switch to her sword. And then
raise a shield.
Stab it.
What about raise a shield?
I mean, you could, but first off, you should go ahead and take your sword out and stab it, because you don't.
It may be a non-issue.
Ranged weapons.
Okay.
This thing's done enough damage. We kind of just need to kill it and get it over with.
Gotcha.
Alright, well, it definitely takes some damage from that.
You want to try to attack one more time, or?
Yeah.
Nope, that one missed.
Okay.
So much for that.
I don't think it is gonna miss. I think it will hit.
Oh, that would?
Yeah.
Because it
It's
should have
flat-footed.
Yeah. the bonus.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, so 7 more points of damage. Okay, it is getting wrecked.
Kill it! Kill it!
It
Nasty
seems
rat.
very, like, healthy, like, for a rat, but you are definitely making really significant progress. Ezrin.
I'm going to go ahead and let it taste something that it shouldn't like, called frost. Because we all know it likes to be frosty around here.
Mm,
Apparently, I'm just going to freeze some water next to it.
yeah. So yeah, it's harmless to such a large body of water. You got 1 action left.
But I don't have any focus points. I'm not sure what else I can do. That's.
Um,
I can message someone.
yeah. So have
I
you
could take a
got
nap.
intimidate training? Have you got what are
No
your other
intimidation.
skills?
No deception. No I do have diplomacy.
It's not going to help against a rat. Yep.
Don't have athletics. I don't have performance.
You
I really
could.
don't think that we're in a situation where we need to convince the rat that it's good to ally with us, as I'm drowning.
You could recall
Yeah.
knowledge.
Yeah, I was about to say that. No, that's the only one I can think of. So, Arcana?
Yeah.
Or. Okay.
Okay. Let's see what its DC is. Okay. In this case, you know that it is immune to fire damage. Congratulations. um, you know also, which you didn't know before, that you also can't poison or bleed these things.
Mireille, don't waste your poison on it.
And it's Mary's turn.
Wasn't planning on it. Okay. Well, I suppose I better go back and make that check again to attack it.
Now you'll make it flat-footed, or he'll be flat-footed.
Yeah, he said. Matt said he was already flat-footed, so yeah. Mary wants
Because
to
I end up being about
stab her.
there.
Yep.
We're straight up like stomping this rat to death.
Yeah.
No,
You definitely.
let's see if I can at least hit it.
Oh.
Oh, baby.
So
Does she
since
get to make attack since it's
underwater,
flat-footed?
It should be a sneak attack. Yeah.
well, what I was thinking was rather than trying to attack it with the sword, because it's already being basically held underwater,
Mm-hmm.
rather than going for it with a weapon using my foot to stomp it as an unarmed attack. Would that work?
We're just
Like, I
styling
just
on
want to
this
go.
thing.
I just want to go like full mental skinhead stomping on its head.
Then go do it.
Valmira and Kyrie just going gangbusters. Ez is in the background just pissing his pants. Oh god.
Well, yeah, you're gonna definitely be able to do damage here. All right, so yeah, you do that. I am also gonna make it make an additional fortitude save against on its turn. Actually, I'll get to do that now. So we will. Okay. So it takes the damage. Anything else?
Well, that was only my first move, wasn't it?
Yep.
I mean,
You're
am
just
I
like,
supposed to keep
stomp.
stomping? Yeah.
Another attack. Another attack.
Stomp
So
him
if
in the
I'm doing
nuts. Stomp him in the
unarmed
nuts.
again, I use the map number, don't I? The first one.
Map
Or do I?
5, yeah. Or 4, it should
4.
be. Should be 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, you hit it again. And I'll get it to make another fortitude save. Okay, it's good. But it takes the damage.
Something I want to point out to anyone who's played 5e, kind of like Table Knights, the rogue gets sneak attack damage as long as it's flat-footed. It's not just once.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's really good. So you've made 2 attacks. It's looking severely wounded now.
Keep stomping it. I'm going to assume that I've lost half of my brains.
Yeah.
You just straight. Oh my god.
Wow.
Alright, you can roll that critical hit. Okay.
Mary might be a bit pissed off.
You are gonna drown the crap out of this rat.
Drown it? No. I want to crush its skull into tiny little pieces.
Okay, then you crush its skull into tiny little pieces.
Val is so proud of you right now, Mary.
And it is gone. You destroy this rat in all the ways.
What's
I
big?
throw
Mary
its body
Grace.
against. I throw its body against the wall and I chest bump Mary and I'm like, yeah.
Whew. Okay. After the fight with the rat, you can interact with the other orbs or investigate them if you wish.
Can I
Of
do an
course.
Arcana check or some such to identify what they are?
Sure.
If they're orbs of rats, I'm gonna be pissed.
You can start
That's
with
why I'd
this
rather
one.
know before we mess with them. So is it just an Arcana?
Yes.
Or... Okay. Please roll well.
Yeah, it's alright. Okay. The air orb is filled with swirling cloud. You know that if you touch it, wind will fill the room, and it will give a special ability that you can use once within the next 24 hours, which is a single action to fly in your next action, moving up to 40 feet.
That's pretty
Cool.
good.
Hey, Val. You and Mary should
Yeah?
come check this out. You too, Kyra.
Why do you sound like you just got finished smoking giggle weed?
Because we had that nasty rat.
So what's this thing do?
Watch.
The Earth one is an action, and all your melee strikes will deal 2 extra damage for a turn, basically.
Mine.
And you can have both of these effects. So I'm going to have all of you with both of these. Bloop,
Woot.
bloop, 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 and bloop. You may also add 80 XP to your characters for defeating that rat.
Wow, 80 XP for one rat? It wasn't even a problem. Dab.
Dab. And now that you have the blessings of the elements, we can proceed.
I would like to state that I love how the book had no fucking call for that. Like, who's not gonna think to put it in the water?
Yeah, it just says that it can't. Yeah, it can't go in the
Probably a
water.
lot of
So
a lot of people just go at things with the I'll just punch it till it's dead without trying to think tactically. So you're learning the goal of Pathfinder from what I've heard and seen, that you actually need to use your brain and use something called tactics.
Right, and like I love it. We're gonna play with it. We're gonna allow it. We're gonna change the
I
story.
love I love strategy games. XCOM's one of my favorite games.
And we get rid of the sickened condition on our
You may,
Patriots.
yes.
Something we can do. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Now that the rat is dead, you can wash it away and get rid of all
Okay.
of that.
Because Miri and Val both had that, and I was
Yeah,
like,
I can remove that
I'll
from
resolve
here.
that.
There we go. So that is done. You are no longer sickened. And I think that is everything in this chamber. It is.
Now, two things.
Sure.
What's the probability that we would be able to actually rest? And do we need to call it there since it's about ladies' time?
I think this is probably a good
True, too.
point to try and finish up soon, at least. As far as resting, you don't know what else is down here, but you could attempt to do so, or you could backtrack and make your way to more familiar terrain and rest upstairs.
I'm gonna be honest. This is a pretty defensible position if we like move some of the barrels and whatnot to like right here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can
True.
make yourself a barricade and stuff.
Yeah, either that or I was saying we could go back up to the storeroom and lock that door.
That's true. We can do that too.
Here works if you want to drag the barricades into the narrow point and put them there.
Nah,
Yeah.
let's go back upstairs. I gotta dry off my pet kobold anyway.
My biggest concern was that we are completely out of healing spells, and we at least need to rest an hour so that you can be healed by standard means. So we at least need a 1 hour rest so that we can do treat wounds.
Alright, and we're gonna go back to the storage room. So let me...
This room?
Wherever you want. The secret room, I guess if we can shut the door would work.
Yeah, you can go in the secret
Oh,
room.
I didn't know which one was the story.
Oh, no. I didn't know if we could close that door. If we can close the secret door there, absolutely.
Yeah, you can go in there. Yeah.
It's a little bit of a tight fit, but yeah.
Yeah, you can do it. It's fine.
It's
Like I
secret,
said, it's mainly
safe.
we need to either full rest if we want to get the spells back, or at least do a hour rest so that we can do treat wounds on the two of you again, because you're both injured, and per rules, we can't do another treat wounds until an hour has lapsed. So we at least need to.
What I will say, is if you want to just rest for an hour, this is a perfectly fine place. If you want to rest to get your spell slots back, I recommend going back to your employer and reporting in what you've done so far and resting
Honestly,
upstairs.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, and
I would prefer to do that, yeah.
That's kind of where I was leaving it up to the party. I wasn't trying to make a, executive decision. This was a dialogue decision.
100% I would love to actually go back to our employer, because we don't know if we're going to be able to like be safe down here. As we're walking back to the employer, I kind of like sidle up to Miri, and I'm gonna say, when you were savagely beating that rat to death, I just want you to know it kind of did something for me. I don't know if like you ever want to get like a drink or something outside of work, but it'd be nice. I think we have a common interest in beating the crap out of stuff.
Mary's just going to give you a bit of a side eye and go, A drink would be nice about now.
Oh.
Val just turns to the side.
So yeah, we'll
A
report in
drink.
and yeah. see
Okay.
where that-
Well,
I
I've.
was going to say,
Mhm.
Valeros, if you want to grab those barrels and at least barricade the downed wall into the basement, then at least then we can reduce the probability of problems.
He goes, listen, too many words. Put up a wall. I got it.
Make barricade.
Do the
And
thing.
he does so.
Nice. All right. With all of that done, you can return to your employer. Let's get back to this. So that's Tamily Tendvale, and she will be very impressed by how much you've been able to do in such a short amount of time, and she will offer some assistance.
Yay! Look,
Assistance.
Valeros even
Sure.
brought you one.
It's not. No, it's not for them. This is. I'm adopting it.
Okay. I just need to look at this.
This is my child.
Okay. Yeah. She will give you. She will give the party 2 healing potions that you can divvy up between you. You don't have to use them now, right now. What we're gonna do, because you get a full rest, you can. On your character sheets, you will see a bed icon just underneath your maximum HP. You can rest for the night. You will awaken well rested with some hit points restored and all of your spells back.
Can we also say that during that time period we had done treat wounds to everybody?
Yes, you may put yourselves on full hit points, please.
Okay.
We can definitely have a roll if we need to, but if that works too for healing.
Wait, why did I use a healing potion?
I don't know.
Undo, undo, don't waste the potions.
I
How
will
do
see to
undo?
that. I will see to that next time. We will have it there, or during the week. Guys, as you come back up to the surface, yeah, as I said, Tamily is very impressed by how much you've been able to accomplish. She's very disturbed to hear that how many creatures in the tunnels below her fishery, and she does plead with you to try to clear the rest of it out because she doesn't want them breeding or gaining reinforcements and potentially attacking the town if they're left undisturbed in the depths. With that, guys,
Agreed. Our boo-boos just need to be healed.
we are gonna finish off the session for today. I'm gonna stop the music. Stop. Cool. I think that's all of it. Guys, we have a few minutes to give feedback, to chat about the session, to finish off. Before we do that, let's just go over again, each one of you, and tell us where we can find you in the land of streaming and such, and then we can give our feedback and finish up the session. So we'll just go DM, where can we find you?
On Twitch, it's Dynix, and you can go ahead and find all the other links there to Discords and YouTubes and all that fun stuff.
Okay, and the Lady Vengeance.
Yep, Kick and Twitch at the Lady Vengeance on both. I did quickly check. Not all of my links are up, but I will amend that as soon as I possibly can. So everything will be there.
Okay, and Table Nights, where can we find you?
Twitch.tv/Table Nights.
Oop. There it is. All right, so giving you all a shout out. If you have any feedback, if you'd like to talk about how the session went, feel free to do so. I'll be stopping the stream very shortly. We'll just wrap up here. For anybody that's been watching, thank you for being here. I'm going to get some feedback from my players and we'll finish off the stream shortly. Guys, we're still recording at the moment. Anything you wish to say quickly before we head off? Thank you, Shonatron.
Yeah, you did a good job rolling with the chaos.
Cool.
Yeah. And don't forget, drown fire rats. They're assholes.
Don't be apologetic when you are the chaos.
Excellent. All right, guys. Thank you. I'm going to stop the stream and we'll just check in and make sure everyone's all good. Thanks everyone again for popping along and watching the stream. We'll be back for another episode sometime next week, probably. Don't know exactly when it will be, but keep your eye on the space, and we'll hopefully either finish up next time or be a little bit closer to finishing up next time. We'll see how we go and follow the adventures of these wonderful players. Thanks, everybody. And from me, Matt in a Hat, look after yourselves and good night.